YouTube channel called True Sovereignty, where we reclaim our peace and we master our minds. My name is Emily True, and today I'm going to be talking about how society paints single people as losers. First off, I want to start by kind of talking about who I am and where I come from in the world of dating. I'm a 32-year-old woman who likes women, and I've been dating for about 15 years, and I am a recovered serial dater. So that means that I was essentially jumping from relationship to relationship for a very long time, probably over the course of 10 years. And I had 6 serious relationships. Yeah, and I've gone on around 50 dates. Don't worry, that's not my body count, just dates. And not that there's any judgment for body count here. But that's kind of my history with dating, and right now I am in what I like to call a recovery stage. I've been single, totally single, not really talking to anybody for about 9 months at this point, which is the longest I have been single in maybe about a decade. So this is a world record for me. So throughout the video, I might use some anecdotal experiences. So I'm sure you've heard this before in other videos, but from the time we're born, we're kind of force-fed a narrative about love. That love is a fairy tale, and all you gotta do is meet the right person, Prince Charming or a beautiful, lovely damsel in distress, get with them, and live happily ever after. White picket fence, house, 2.5 kids, maybe a dog. You know, we're fed that information, and that's been information that's been kind of shoved down our throats for decades as a society. And to this day, even in modern times where dating is so different, dating is a very like online experience now, as well as hookup culture. By the way, I'm speaking mostly about the US because that's where I live. So when I speak of culture and dating and the things that we're fed in media, I'm mostly speaking about the USA, because I know in other countries it's definitely different still. But in the USA, we are experiencing this almost failure of online dating, over-sexualization of each other, and a lot of dating and relationships feels very transactional. Another few things you hear all over social media, the single woman over 40 who has cats, there's something wrong with her. She's not happy, she's actually sad and depressed. The single man who's reached 60, never married, has kids, he's a red flag, stay away. His bachelor lifestyle is a whole red flag, stay away. Of course, there's the biological clock factor for women, which is understandable. But otherwise, other than biological pressures, society makes you feel like a total fucking freak if you choose to be lifelong single or to be single for an extended period of time. And that's just something that I've kind of noticed as a newly single woman, only single for 9 months, and yet this narrative is already being fed to me. Maybe I want to explore single life. To me, marriage is a scam. Another little fun fact about me, I used to film weddings. And oh my God, everybody and their mother is getting married, even in today's modern times where we've already kind of debunked marriage and we've debunked dating also in a way. People are still rushing to get married. So I'm sure by now you get the gist as to how it's kind of hard to stay single in this world. And why we're so pressured to get married and have kids or to have a partner. And it's even something that I do desire for my future. I do desire a long-term partner. But I definitely don't desire to do it the way that I've been doing it, which is going online, going through a talking stage, and going through that process. I prefer to just now meet somebody in a natural way, in an organic way, which I know is going to take some time. But not only that, like, I'd rather just stay single. If I'm not going to meet somebody who's at my level of doing the inner work and treating me with respect, and if I can't meet somebody like that, like, which is going to be really hard to find because it's rare that somebody has done the inner work. People watching this channel, you're rare. You're trying to do the inner work. If you're watching videos like this, you're trying your best to do the inner work. And that's amazing. It's beautiful and it's rare to find. And until then, I would just rather be single, and I think everybody should look at it like that. I don't think that people should be looking for love. I think that people should let it come to them. This is turning into a little bit of a rant video, but I just want to say that if you're single perpetually, or if you're newly single, you're not a loser. Single people are not losers. The 40-year-old guy, the 50-year-old guy that's always been single and never got married and had kids, he's not a red flag. He just doesn't want to be tied down. He wants to live his life the way he wants to live it. But you're not a loser if you're single. A lot of the time, when people choose to stay single, they're choosing to stay single for many different reasons. To heal, to work on themselves, to work on their own projects, to get a chance to live life on their terms, to live their own life, to make their own choices. And people should be allowed to do that. In fact, you should do that before any relationship. Before any romantic relationship, you should know who you are and have an established life on your own. Because if you get into a relationship without having your own life and your own things, you are going to depend fully upon that person, emotionally, possibly monetarily. And a lot of the time, that person is going to be your punching bag because you haven't done any of the inner work by yourself, on your own, being comfortable in your own silence to be able to deal with issues that pop up. Because if you're unhealed and issues pop up in a relationship, you're going to have bigger issues, because unhealed people hurt people. Hurt people don't hurt people. That's a misconception. Unhealed hurt people hurt people. People who have not done the work to move past their bullshit hurt people and destroy relationships. If you're watching this and you're single, Life is more than about finding someone. Life is more than about having children and a family. There is so much more to life, and in this 9 months that I've been single in over a decade, I've learned that. I mean, my life is so full now that I've chosen to be single and decenter romantic relationships from my life. I've created such a full, interesting life, and not only that, but when I look forward, I only see more interest, fulfillment, fun, excitement, possibilities, opportunities than I did before, when my vision was very narrow. I was like, I'm 31. I'm too old to be single. I should not be single. I need to find somebody. But that's not true. Everybody has their own timeline, and nobody's timeline is the same as somebody else's. We're all on different timelines, learning different lessons. You might meet somebody at 50. You might meet somebody tomorrow. You just never know. But ultimately, throw everything out the window that you've ever heard about relationships, because it's just not true. And I'm going to talk a lot about relationships on this channel because, of course, I used to be a serial dater. I have tons of experience in the dating world. And just because I like women doesn't mean I can't relate to straight people. So straight people, you are welcome on my channel. I think my advice can span across the wide range of different types of people. But yeah, life is not all about finding someone. I used to think it was, my life could begin once I find my soulmate. My life can finally begin once I find my soulmate. And my life was on hold that entire time. My life was on hold for a soulmate that might not even exist. I think a lot of us need to not necessarily accept, but prepare for the fact that some of us are not meant to find our forever person. And what does that mean even? What is a forever person in this life? This life is not forever. Some of us are gonna get married at 37 and then get divorced at 40. Was that your forever person? Was that your soulmate? You thought they were. The thing is that we were fed a narrative that you will be whole when you find your soulmate, that life will be complete. But none of that is true. And I also think that we hold on to people too tightly. I think that we should love with Hello? It's time to just live life for you, if you're single right now. If you're in a relationship right now and you're just watching because you're curious, maybe you're missing the single life or whatever, that's up to you. I'm not encouraging people to break up with their partner and be single and go on a single journey. I'm not doing that at all. I just hope that I can comfort single people, because in those periods where I was kind of between people, being single for me was incredibly uncomfortable. So I hope that I can kind of help somebody out there who's single right now, who's just struggling with the fact that they're single. Whether you've been single for years, whether you're newly single and you're never single, life is not about finding a person, and I think we need to accept that we might not find a person. And then that's okay. It's perfectly okay. to not ever find somebody. You're not a loser if you never find somebody. Most couples that you see are not happy anyway. Dating has been destroyed. People don't take care of their mental health. Dating is a very selfish endeavor these days. It's almost transactional. It's like, well, if you can give me this, then I'll give you that. Or what can you give me? And then that is what I will determine that I can give you. That's not what love is. You should only date when you find somebody you really, really like. And then if that person breaks your heart, well then, so be it. Back to being single. Because if someone breaks your heart and you're happy being single, you'll get over it like that. I'm telling you. You'll get over it a lot faster. You'll get over it a lot faster than if you hated being single and if you felt lonely being single. Be single. Let yourself be single. Find who you are. Find your interests. Find your hobbies. Make more money. Make friends. Make connections. Hang out with your family. Get a pet. There are just so many things you can do. Try new things. Put yourself out of your comfort zone. Do things you've always wanted to do, because right now it's your chance. It's your chance to discover who you are and to really make this life yours. Make this life yours. Stop trying to make this life about other people. This life is about you and you only. Everybody says, oh, well, if you're single, you're gonna die alone. We're all gonna die alone. More than likely, even if someone has a partner, they're either gonna die before their partner or their partner's gonna die before they do. You're gonna die alone anyway. Don't make this life all about finding someone like they tell you to do. This life is about finding you, maybe helping other people. Give the love that you want to give so badly to a partner, to volunteering, or a pet, or your family, or your friends, or to yourself. It's so much more fulfilling. Pining over a relationship that doesn't exist, that you have no evidence of coming towards you, is a waste of time. Start living now. Don't wait till you have a partner. Start living now. If you feel like something's missing, it's probably you. You're missing. You don't know who you are. That's why you feel like something's missing. I've only been single for 9 months, and I don't feel like something's missing anymore. So if you like this channel, I'm gonna put out more content for single folks, for people in relationships, whatever, for everybody. Because I just want to help people find the peace that I've been able to find so consistently in my life. Even though my life's not exactly how I want it to be, it's not perfect. Future editing Emily here. Look, we're still in the woods. Not in my bedroom at all. Yeah, so when I was watching the video back, I sounded a little bit more pessimistic than I wanted to sound about love. And I just want to close out by saying that, yeah, maybe we should prepare to not find somebody, but you probably will. You're most likely going to find somebody. There's lots of people out there. You're most likely going to bump into somebody that you find intriguing, and they're going to find you just as intriguing. So just because I say we should maybe prepare to not find somebody doesn't mean that we won't. You most likely will. Especially if you're taking care of yourself, you'll align with somebody. But I just wanted to close out again by saying that I just want to help people on this channel. And if you need like more personalized advice, feel free to email me. My email is down in the description below. And I hope you like this video. I hope my point came across. I'm a little new to the YouTube world, so I can get a little rambly. I need to put some more practice to this, but definitely like doing this, and I'm interested in making more videos and continuing this channel. I'm pretty dedicated. I'm pretty committed. So appreciate you coming along on the journey if you are. And I look forward to making more content. And yeah, and by the way, I'm editing Emily right now because my camera died and I couldn't make a proper closing for the video. So this is my proper closing as editing Emily. Still in the forest, not in my bedroom. And until next time, thank you so much. See you later.